Well, hello everyone. This is Barb Bach and Kelly Lander, your MLS instructors here at the MetroTex Association of Realtors, and we are so glad that you're joining us today for our webinar on Your MLS Can Do This. Now, during the webinar, as you think of any questions, please type them in the question pane located at the right side of your screen. If you can't see the question pane, you may have to click the orange arrow button to maximize it. Kelly will do her best to answer as many questions as possible and as time allows by the end of this presentation. So please feel free to type your questions, and Kelly's all ready, aren't you, Kelly?
I'm ready.
All right.
My fingers at the ready.
That's all right. So let's begin. A couple of things, many things that you don't know, so that's why we're here this morning. First of all, as you can see, I'm on our website, mymetrotex.com. Many of you just simply go here to where it says MLS login, and you forget to scroll down, and there's a, here comes a 50-cent word, a plethora of information on our website. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, and guess what? Here's something new they just put up there, days on market, how it's calculated. There's always something new to learn on our website. As I continue to scroll down, there's housing activity report. You can click on any one of these counties and get statistics, or you can view the latest report and get statistics in a different way. We have online calendar, education, MLS support. It's training videos. And speaking of videos, did you know that we have a YouTube site right here, all the way down at the bottom of our website? It says social media. And if I click on that, it's going to take me to the YouTube page. Also, there's our contact information. So the next time you log into mymetrotex.com, don't just log in right off the bat. Scroll down and see what information you can find. Now, once you start to log in, when you click MLS login, you have the portal. And again, many of you don't scroll down. And I'm guessing, what do you think, Kelly? What do you think the odds are that they have not seen or checked out the new Home Source Professional?
I'm thinking those odds are pretty high, Barbara.
I'm thinking so too. So I'm going to show everyone this morning that if you have a buyer that wants a brand new home, this is where you can go. There's also Builder's Update, but I'm going to choose New Home Source Professional. So I have someone that wants a new home. I'm going to put in that address. I'm going to put in a minimum price of $4.25. They have been maxed out, and let's say it's $650. They're looking for at least 3 or more bedrooms and 2 or more bathrooms, and the square footage, they'd like at least 2,500 square feet or more. I'm going to click the search button right here, and it's going to find those builders that have put their new construction home on this particular website. Now up here it says within a 25-mile radius of 75225. That's a little far. So I'm going to grab this slider bar and I'm going to go, 10 miles. And I'm going to click my search button again. Now my search results has come up, and there's my price range. And so I have several properties here that I can take a look at. The ones that are striped are under construction. The solid white ones are a plan, and the solid dark one is a home that's completed. So this is a way you can find new homes either under construction or partially built for someone that wants a new home. And I found 152 homes. I think I need to narrow that down just a little bit. Let's say they've decided they want 3 or more bathrooms, and that narrowed it down to 113. Maybe that radius of 10 miles is too much, so I'll do 5 miles. Boy, that changed it, don't you think? Now we're down to 3. So this is something that I would encourage you to give a try. And again, that was under, I'm going to close this, under the NetRest portal, down here at the bottom left, New Home Source Professional. I'm going to go ahead and log into Matrix, and here I am right there on the home page. So Kelly, you are my seller, and I've come to your house. We've already got the listing in MLS, and I've come by to drop by and see how you're doing and so forth, and giving you an update and how many showings we've had and all of that. and we've decided to change the price.
Absolutely. Let's get this thing sold.
All right. I only have my cell phone with me. Did you know that you can change the price of your listing on your cell phone?
I did not know that. Can you show us how?
I am going to show you how this morning. So I'm going to go up here to Help in the top of the screen, right up here. And over here on the left, I'm going to click Matrix Mobile. I'm going to click Matrix Mobile again. And one more time, right here. This is what you will get on your phone. Now, I'm going to minimize my screen so it really kind of looks like you have this on your cell phone. So you'll notice I can get news. I can do a search. But I'm here to show you how to do my matrix. I want to change the price on my listing. I'm at your house. We're having a nice glass of iced tea, and we've decided to reduce the price on your listing. So I'm going to click My Listings, and I'm going to look for my active listings, and I'm going to change this one right here. I'm going to click on it. Oh, there's Santa Claus. And I'm going to click Edit. I can change the price right here. I can change it to pending, but I'm going to click Change Price. It's currently at $5. We're going to reduce it a whole $1. What do you think? Is that a fair price?
That's fair.
All
Let's
right.
move it.
And I'm going to click Submit. And it tells me some information. You have to remember, folks, that this is a test listing. You would probably not get this error code. So I'm going to submit my listing. Click here for display if I wanted to go back, or I'll click the house right there. And my listing has now been changed to $4. And again, you can do this on your mobile phone. I can do a hot sheet. I can do a search. I can go to residential. I can put in the property type. Let's do single family. And I want just active status. So I'm going to unselect the other statuses. And let's see, I'll put in a price, or I can put in a city. I'll put in Dallas. And I can put in a zip code 75225. I scroll down, I can click search. And there you have it. I can click on any one of these. I can look at the photos. And this is all done on my cell phone. How convenient is this? Especially if I'm at an open house and someone wants to see some other houses in the neighborhood. Now, I know some of them, Kelly, are thinking about RPR, mobile RPR. Yes, you can do mobile RPR to look at listings, but you cannot change your listing on RPR,
No,
mobile
you can't.
RPR. You have to use mobile matrix. So that's something that I bet a lot of you didn't know your MLS could do that.
I certainly didn't
That's-
know my MLS could do that.
That's right. So that's a really, now, oh, by the way, do you see what says full site? If I click that right here, guess where I am? I'm on the full site. Okay, so I like that. So let's go back to the home page in Matrix. So that's our mobile matrix. Now, I'm going to jump over to Realist Tax, because there's a lot of things that you can do in Realist Tax that people aren't aware of. You are going to get this announcement on the screen, and you have to click right there at number 2 to be taken to Realist Tax, and you allow it. So here comes Realist Tax. And Kelly, how many counties do you think you can search at one time in Realist Tax?
I'm not certain, but I think you can do 10.
Yes, you can. I don't know why you'd want to search 10 counties at one time, but you certainly can. So if I selected several counties, 10 is the maximum. If I selected another one, it would made 11. It wouldn't let me do that.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to change just to see the map on my screen. Because I have a split map, I'm going to go to the lower right-hand corner of the map, and I'm just going to select Map. I am going to change my region to just Dallas County. And I'm going to click Apply. I want to get some statistical information on this map. So on the right side of my map, there is an icon, and I hover over it. It says Trends. It's the fourth one down. I'm going to click on it, and you'll notice a window comes up, or drop down. Sales activity, by zip code, single family. Wow, look at the screen. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so that you can see the different color schemes. I have a legend at the bottom of my screen. The low end is a very light blue. The top end is a bright red. You will notice over here Forney is a bright red. I'm going to hold my control key down, and while I hold it down, I'm going to click my mouse, and it tells me a rolling 3 months as of September of this year. The sales activity, 673 in that area. That is one hot area.
That is.
If I go over here to 75227 and do the same, they have 117. That's their value. That is number of sales activity in a rolling 3 months. Not for a month, but it's a rolling activity for 3 months. Very, very good information. Now, a lot of individuals would like to know if you can print this map. Well, let's see if we can. Up here in the top left corner of the screen, I'm going to click Print Grid/Map. Map only, because that's all I have on the screen is the map. I'm going to click Print, and let's see what happens. Here it comes. Slowly, but here it comes. And there you have it. This could be a very nice handout that you could take to a listing presentation if you needed to.
Absolutely.
Print it out on your color printer, and you can select the area that you're interested in. I've done the 75227, so that's where my listing is, so I can take that. You like that idea?
I love that.
I think that's really good. So again, how did we get this? I'm going to show you when you are on the tax map. I'm going to clear this. When you're in Realist Tax, you can have your map where you want it to be. And on the right side of the screen, you click Trends. It's the fourth icon down. And I click under Trend Layer, I want Sales Activity. We do it by zip code. We don't have many neighborhoods. We have subdivisions. Now, I click neighborhood just to prove to you that there's not much information there. So I go back to zip code. If I wanted condos, obviously I'd click condo. Or if I wanted both sales activity for both property type, single family residential and condos, that's what I would do. There's something else that you can get on this map if you wanted to. That is the push pin over here on the right. I'm going to click the push pin. I want property sales MLS status. It says I have to zoom in. So I'm going to zoom in a couple of clicks. I'm going to go back to the push pin. Well, it still wants me to zoom in. I better do it a little bit more. I'm going to select active and sold for 3 months. I'm going to sit back and let my screen change. Now, what do you think that tells us, Kelly?
Wow, that tells us that that neighborhood has quite a few that are listed.
That's right. The green balloons represents homes that are for sale. So let me move around and let me see if I can find some that have sold. Let me move over here to the east. Didn't I click sold? I thought I did. I better go back to my push pin and make sure. Well, I did. Let's change it to 6 months and see what I get. There we go.
There we go.
I believe this is another good feature that you can print out and show your prospective seller. They have a nice idea now what's for sale and what has sold. And I can click and drag and get to the neighborhood that I really want. And there you have it. Now I'm going to click on this green balloon, and it tells me the address. It's an MLS, 5 bedrooms, 7 full baths, and 1 half bath. Or 10 half baths. I wonder what they mean. 1 half bath. I don't think they'd have 10 half baths. And I have all these little icons down here. I can see the picture. I can get the full report, the tax report. If I click the 2 arrows, I get the MLS information. I can measure the lot. I think I'll measure the lot. There we go. I'll click on the lot again, and it brings me the magnifying glass. I can zoom in, and I can see who owns it. So I'm going to zoom out. So once again, in realist tax, you have a couple of really cool things that you didn't know you had. You got the trends that you can get, and you've got the balloons that will tell you what's active, what's sold. Now, if I click my push pin, if I really wanted to see what was going on, I'll see pending, I'll see expireds for 3 months, and solds, and let's see what I get. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit and give it a moment to load all the balloons.
Look at all the pretty colors.
There you go. So I have pending, purple is expired. I don't see any expireds there. And guess what? I can print this as well by going to print grid map, telling it to print. And once again, what a great tool to show your seller what's going on in the neighborhood, what's active, what's sold, what's pending, and so forth. You know, a lot of times people like to look at graphics as opposed to just printed information.
Right.
And then I'm going to go up here and close out.
See who the competition is.
That's right. And of course, I can go up here to the top right-hand corner and click split, and now I have the map and the one-liner. So you like that? That's good.
I love that.
While we're here at tax, I am going to show one other thing, how we get a lot of calls for this. A lot of people didn't realize that you could search by a zip code or subdivision and look for those properties that were not owned by the particular owner. It's not it's owned, but it's not occupied. So I'm going to say owner occupied, no. And let's see. Let me put in a zip code. Kelly, give me a zip code, please.
75044.
75044. So I'm asking in Dallas County, 750, is that in Dallas County?
That's in Dallas County.
A zip code, and it says owner occupied, no. And I'm going to click search, and let's see what we get. It's going to take a moment. Or, wow, I got too many. So I'm going to refine my search. Do you know what? We probably got a lot of commercial property, and I don't want those. So I'm going to scroll down until I see, let's see if I have it up here. I'm going to add a new field. I'm going to click Edit Attributes, and I'm going to select, let's see, what should I select? Exemption, homestead. How about that one? So I'm only get those that are homestead exemption. I think that would be good. So let's see what else we could add that might narrow it down just a little bit. I think that'll be it. I'll do apply. And now I'm going to select homestead. Now what's the problem here? I'm saying owner occupied, no.
But homestead, yes.
Exemption. Let's see what happens. The system will let you know if you've got a mix-up on things. So obviously I can't do homestead exemption. I have to say no and see what I get there. And again, I'm going to get too many. So if you have something like that, you can edit your attributes and find out what you want. So I'm going to do land use core logic. I'm going to narrow this search down to just single family homes. I want homes that the owner doesn't live there in that zip code, but I only want single family homes. I don't want any commercial property. So I'm going to change my exemption to just nothing. And I'm going to go to land use, and I'm going to select from a list. I have to go to the QT on the left and select SFR for single family and apply. Now I'm going to do my search. So you can go into realist tax, you can search a zip code, you can look for those properties that are non-occupied owners. Wow, there's still a whole, where's that zip code? That's pretty popular.
Oh my gosh, that's North Dallas, North Dallas County.
I'm just going to show the first 1,000 so I can show everybody that there's occupied owner is no. So you can do some really more detailed searches in realist tax, and remember that the balloon shows if it's sold, a green is active. They all have an MLS number if they were in MLS. Some have a camera that says there's a photo available. Some don't have a balloon. Some don't have a camera. Some just have an MLS number. But what a great thing to see when you're doing a search in a particular neighborhood or zip code in Realist Tax, you know right off the bat if it's been in MLS. And remember, the smaller the number, the older it is. Look at this number, 974. We're up to 139 now, I think, something like that. So if you have any questions on so far what I've showed you, please type them into the question pane, or if it's anything else that you have a question about, please let us know. So that's some of the cool things you can do in tax. So let's talk about contacts. Oh, let's go to Matrix. I'm back at Matrix, and I'm going to talk about your contacts. So I'm going to go up here to my Matrix and my contacts. I have 3 contacts. Now, when I add a contact and when they get information, I want to be notified, me as the agent, I want to be notified if they visited their portal, if they've done a search on their portal. This is how you have to set up some settings, Kelly, in when you add your contact so that you can be notified that they're going to their portal and doing something. I'm going to hover over my matrix, and I'm going to go down to Settings. I'm going to go to Portal Notification Settings. When my contact visits the portal, do I want an email? Do I want them to notify me by text? Or do I want to get a daily summary? For me, I prefer text, but there might be one little drawback. If you have someone that's just always on the computer and they're always visiting their portal 15 times a day, and I say text, I'm going to get 15 texts from these individuals. So you need to determine what's going to be best for you. So I've decided I just want a text. I like texting. If my contact is on their portal and they save a search, if they save a listing as their favorite, I want to know that. Now, Kelly, why should I know that immediately via text? If you were my buyer and you saved one as a favorite, why would I want to know that? What's so important about that?
Because you might want to get with me and schedule a time to go visit this property.
That's right. I'm excited. It's like, whoa, she likes something. I want to go see it now. Add notes. A contact can add note to your particular listing. They can say, what a great house, I love the floor plan, but it needs to be a little bigger. They can add any kind of note they want to on any listing that they see in their portal. I want to know if they've added a note. I want to get a text because I want to respond to them as soon as possible. Now here's something that's very interesting. So let's say my contact wants an area, let's say North Dallas, and I've set up a search for them in North Dallas, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, lovely home, $400,000. Wonderful. But then I get a text that they've gone to their portal and they've done a search on their own. So they can go into the portal and do an MLS search on their own without you knowing about it, unless you click Saves a Search, and has it text to you. And I'll show you how you can see the search that they've done. So they might be doing a search totally out of the area they told you they wanted, which would say, okay, so Kelly, why are you searching in Garland when I thought you wanted North Dallas? So we can find out why. So that's a good feature to have.
Right.
And if they visit their portal for the very first time, I want to make sure that I see that they have visited their portal. Because if they don't visit their portal in a timely fashion, like in 30 days, they're not going to get any more emails from us. And we have to make sure that they visit their portal. In order to set all of this up, you select what you want. You click here to edit your cellular information. You put in your phone number, no dots, no dashes. You do your cell provider, whoever it is, and there's a whole list of cell providers. Then you send me a verification notice. You click that. You put in the code and you save everything. And now you're all set up to receive text or email or daily summary email when your contact goes to their portal, which is really, really cool.
It is really cool.
Now, I mentioned Save to Search. I am going to go to my contact, and I'm going to go click on my contact's name, and you'll notice it says Portal Searches. So Miss Ann Burrell has done a couple of searches, and I'm going to say, where's she searching? So I'm going to click she's got condos for me, and I can see she's looking for condos, active in, I can click the results. I can see the results that she's looking for. I can see areas that she's in. You know what? I'm going to give Ann a call and say, Ann, I didn't know you were looking for condos. Why are you looking for condos? I thought you wanted a single-family home. So it keeps you in touch with what those buyers are looking for. And again, that was all under my matrix and settings and portal notifications, checking off what you want and how you want to get your information. So I like that. What do you think?
I love that. I like to know what my clients are up to.
That's right. Okay, let's talk about another way to contact your client. I'm going to go back to the NetTrust portal, and I believe most agents have seen these buttons: Cloud CMA, Cloud Streams, and Cloud MLX. I'm guessing the majority of the agents out there have not clicked on Cloud Streams. You know, we do offer a 2-hour class. It's called Surfing the Cloud.
We do.
And it's called Cloud CMA, Cloud Streams, and Cloud MLX. So I'm going to show you another way that you can add contacts using your MLS system. I'm going to click Cloud Streams here, but if I go to my Matrix homepage and I go to External Links, I have Cloud Streams on my homepage as well. Either way, you can go to Cloud Streams. I'm going to click on Cloud Streams. There is a video that shows you what Cloud Stream does, but I'm not going to show that. I'm going to click right here. I'm going to create a new stream. Valet lets me set up the search. Self-serve would be you, the prospect. I'm going to do it for you because that's why you've hired me, and I'm going to give you full service. So I'm going to click Valet.
Okay.
I have to name my stream. The stream name is their email address. Let's see, BARBARAJOYCEHAMBY@gmail.com. Who's it for? And it's for Barbara. Uh-oh. No matches found. See the difference? Oh. It's a little confusing, so I purposely did that so that you can see. A lot of times, you don't get to see this. So I name it it's for Barbara in Dallas. And now I'm going to put it, but it says enter 2 or more characters. Well, of course, BARBARAJOYCEHAMBY@gmail.com. And there it is. Barbara Joyce Hamby at Gmail. Email frequency. Okay. Monthly, weekly, daily. We want real time. We want real time.
I got it.
And I'm going to say Dallas, North, and Uptown. I'm going to name it that. So they want North Dallas or Uptown, and I want it in real time. Real simple. I'm going to click Next. Now I can do a zip. So I'm going to say, let's see, what do I want to say? Give me that zip code again, Kelly.
75044.
044, and I'll do 75235. Uh-oh. It doesn't like 2 zip codes. 75235. Let's just do 1. Perfect. There you go. Oh, look at 76 properties. Property type, I want residential, but what subtype do I want? That would be condos. So let's find condos. There it is right there. Minimum price, I'll say $250 to $595. I want at least 2 beds and at least 2 baths and at least 1,000 square feet. You'll notice fine tuning. Well, elementary school name, exterior fencing, you have some choices here under fine tuning. Stories, and so forth. Also, you have a map. If I wanted to search by the map, I certainly could. Uh-oh, what'd I do? I did that. I clicked the wrong tab. How about that? Let's do that again. So I'm going to create a new stream. Well, that's good. It's always handy to do that. Good repeat. So I'm going to name it Homes in North Dallas, or I'll just say Homes in Dallas. Who's it for? BARBARAJOYCEHAMBY @gmail.com. There I am. And email frequency is real time. That's the key, real time. I'm going to click next. Again, I'll put in 75235 and property type. Oh, what did I do? 75235. There we go. Click on it. And the property type is residential. Subtype, I want condos. But you know what? I can also do single family. See, I can do more than one. And the minimum price, let's do $350 to $675. And let's do 3 beds this time. And bathrooms, we'll do 2. And the square footage, we'll make it 1,200. I'm going to click preview and see what we get. This is what they will get. Up here in the top right hand corner it says invite client. Invite client. And I can also edit the criteria. So I'm going to click edit criteria so you can see how that works. And I am going to make this price higher. I think I will do $9.75. And I will update it. And the system found 4 properties. I'm going to click invite client. Stream invitation has been delivered. It's right here. Now while I'm here, I'm going to show you what you can do. I can click on the picture. And over here on the right, I can see all the information about the property. It's a lovely cottage. I can leave a message if I wanted to, and I could post the comment. Here is the listing agent. My private notes about it. I can leave something private that no one would see but me. There's no information from the change history. There's walkability score, school information. Now let's see if this invitation has been delivered to that individual. I'm going to go to that box and see if it's been delivered yet. There it is. Property listings from Barbara, inviting you to receive the fastest listing alerts available. So this is when I click send the invitation. This is what they get to see. So I'm going to accept the invitation. There are the properties. There's the agent's picture. I'm going to accept the invitation. Now, I'm almost done. Let's go. Oh, I have to type in a password. Oh dear, I forgot. That's what I have to do. I have to create a password. Let's do that one. All right, now I'll click let's go. I am the recipient now. I am the buyer. And this is what I get to see. You notice there's a little balloon there. I'm going to click on it. I can leave a message. Love this one. I can post it. It says my agent is going to see it. So this is Cloud Streams. It's another way for you to get information on, or the buyer to get information about properties you have found for them. Under settings, that's my information. And I can change my password and so forth. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to go back to Matrix. And there's the cloud stream right there. If I go to the dashboard, now I'm in as me as the agent now. I'm in as the agent. So once again, if you're interested in another way of setting up an account for your buyer, under external links, you have cloud streams. And you'll notice when I go back to it, I'm going to go back to the main page. I have one client. And there's my client. Now I have some other clients there as well, but that's the one client right here that I just added. I can look at the invitations. I don't have any pending invitations because I've already sent one. And I can do an overview. Now, text alerts, there's been no text alerts to that individual at all. And I go to my account and there's my settings, and I can change my password, MLS credentials, account information, and that's information about you. So again, a different way to send information to your contacts. So, do we have any questions, Kelly, about anything that I've talked about so far? It's a little quiet out there this morning.
It is quiet out there this morning. I think you guys are all recovering from some holiday parties over the weekends. But you've been very quiet. We've had a couple of questions from Kitty that I've answered.
Okay, good, good, good. All right. Now, so we've talked about Matrix Mobile. You don't need an app. You just go to your phone and type in Matrix, Netrix.matrix. God, my mind just went totally blank. You go to well, it's Matrix.mobile, netrix.matrix.mobile.net. That's it. I have to stop and think about that one. So you can do the Matrix Mobile, which is really, really a nice feature. It's matrixmobile.netrix.net. matrixmobile.netrix.net. There it is. And remember, you can do anything from your phone, change the price, change the status, and so forth. Remember, on the tax search, we did statistics, which was really nice. We talked about contacts and your portal notification and cloud streams. Now let's talk about the map in MLS. We are still getting tons of phone calls about the map in MLS. I see a question. What is the advantage over regular Netris? I'm not sure what that question
I'm working
means.
on that one.
Okay.
I'm following. That's from Kitty. She's asked several questions.
Okay.
And I'm answering her now.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what her question is. Let me know when you find out so we can let everybody know. So while we're in Matrix, we get these calls all the time that they didn't realize you get so much information on an MLS map. So I'm just going to do a quick search here, just very quick. And, well, I'll just go to recent searches and pull up a recent search, and there's one right there. And I'm going to put these on the map. There they are on the map. On the map, in the top right-hand corner, under the little blue icon, it says Layers. First thing, I have to zoom in. A lot of individuals are not aware that they can get so much information on the map. First of all, if you wanted to know the school districts, the boundaries, if I select Unified School District, you will notice it will come up and show you the Unified School District, where they are. If I click that again and unselect Unified School District, that's okay. But you know what's really exciting is the word school. It will show me all the schools on the map. If I have zoomed out too far, I have these pink triangles, which indicates a school. If I zoom in, it will eventually tell me the name of the school. So there's John F. Kennedy, Alex W. Spence Middle School. If I click the icon again, undo school, I know many of you miss the MLS area maps. We get those calls all the time. Well, did you know that you could get the area numbers on your MLS map? There you go. Right there. And if I want the sub area, I have to click in. I have to zoom in. It won't let me, I have to zoom in to a specific, well, I still need to zoom in closer, so let me do that. There we go. And here are the sub areas. There's 14.3, 14.4. How about that? So those are your sub areas. All right. I like that. I click the icon again. I can undo all of those. If you want to see the rail stations, the park and ride, the rail line, you can certainly do that as well. And as we know, all of it begins in downtown Dallas. So when I double click and zoom in, you will see more information. I'm zooming in. I'm in downtown. It'll clear up here in just a minute. Oops. Give me some more time here to zoom in. There we go. Union Station, West End. And as I follow the line, there's St. Paul. And you'll see little tiny blue icons. That is a bus line. Let me click right on it. There we go. That is the M line for the trolley. And St. Paul and Munger, we have 39 and 205, the bus numbers. So again, we get a lot of calls about that on your map. And there's something else on the map that you can do. I don't know if any of you have seen it recently, but now you can zoom in. You can search a little bit easier by the polygon. So I'm going to go over here, and up here on the map, the right, to the left of the whisk broom, is a funny little icon, and it's a free hand. So watch this. I can click and hold my mouse, and I can draw freehand, and I can include that shape.
That's fancy.
That's so much easier than the old way of doing the polygon. So you can really narrow down. And folks, we get calls on this every day on how to narrow down a search for someone. They want south of this, east of what this, and so forth. So the way that you would do it would be you'd open up the map. I'm going to delete that shape and go up here and use this little icon. So how are our questions?
We do have a question from Marla.
Yeah.
And she would like you to clarify the Matrix Mobile website.
Sure.
She got a little bit confused.
Well, I apologize on that, and I'm going to pull it right up so you can actually see it on the screen. And here it is right up here. It's matrixmobile.netrest.net. 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 So I'm going back to help. Matrix Mobile, Matrix Mobile. And there you go. And that should help you. Now, let's talk about mobile RPR, by the way, where we're talking about mobile capabilities. For those of you that have used RPR, remember that you can download the RPR app. For those of you that don't know anything about RPR, you can use RPR on your phone, your smartphone. You download the app. It's called RPR, and it's Realtor Properties Resource, and it is a great tool on your mobile phone. We're finding a lot of people are very excited about it, which you should be, because it goes by GPS. You can actually go to your RPR mobile app in a neighborhood, and it'll tell you how many new listings are around there, how many distressed properties, how many for sale, how many have sold. So that's a good thing. All right. So we've talked about the tax things, the contacts, the cloud stream. Let's see. What other phone calls have we gotten that people want to know about, Kelly? Some cool things that you can do in your MLS that people forget about. You know what? It's almost January 1st. Can you believe that?
It is. I can. It flew by.
And you know what the agents need to know? What their production was.
Yes, that's a great one.
So I'm going to show you how you can find out what you have done in the last year. So I'm going to hover over stats or click on stats, I can get historic information, but I'm going to click customize. My time frame, I'm going to put in, let's do year to date. And what statistic do I want? I can do number of sales or number of sales volume. And then I'm just going to group it. I'll do it by, month. Now what I'm going to do is I needed to add, and I've already added it, I want to find all the properties that I brought the buyer to. So under selling agent MLS ID, that's where they're going to put their real estate license number. And then they go up here and click generate. Whoa, didn't I have a successful year?
You've had a great year, Barbara.
But you know, that's kind of hard to read. Let's say there was a lot. So up here on the right, I'm going to click on data. It will show you month by month the sales volume. Those are the listings you brought the buyer to. Now, let me change this. I'm going to go to search up here in the top right, and I'm going to change the statistic. I'm going to change it number of active listings year to date. I'm not going to change anything else. Oh, but I better, because I want those that I've listed.
Right.
So I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to click generate. Well, I had a lousy year. So I'm going to change the search. I'll put in someone else's license number here in a moment. I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to do it selling agent 0815081. What I'm going to get now are all those listings that I had active. Number of active listings where I was the listing agent that sold. That I was a selling agent on those that were active.
Oh, that's a little better.
A little better. That was in January. So that's my number of active listings in January that I brought the buyer to. I can click clear over here, and I can change those statistics. For example, I'm going to get rid of my license number. If you're just wanting to see year to date, number of active listings, group it by month, you can put in your listing office MLS ID or your license number. I can do it for an entire city or area, maybe just residential, and I'll put in a zip code. Let me just do this search and show you year to date number of active listings in that zip code. I click data, and I can see it. So this it's from January 2018 to this month so far in a zip code residential. Residential, remember, is condos, townhouses, single family, farm and ranches. So it's calculated from 160 listings. That's what it said right down here at the bottom. I can put this, export this to a CVS. So you can get all kinds of statistics under stats, and this is a customized one. You can do it for yourself. You can do it for the past 5 years if you wanted to. There are some presets as well. Now, if you want to look at some more statistics, that would be under market reports. This is really going to see who is doing what in what county and city. So let me do agent market share. I want to see who the top agent is in a given agent, in a given area. How do I want to rank it? We've got volume, sold, list, and total count. I'm going to do total count. I would like to see the top 25 agents, residential, single family only. I'm really narrowing this down just because I want to. And just in the city of Dallas. Total count, maximum rows 25, residential single family only, and I'm going to do it since the first of the year. So it's 01/01/2018 plus. I'm going to click Generate Report. You know, this would be good bragging rights if my name came up in the top 10 or top 25.
Absolutely.
And I'm coming to your house, I could say, well, the reason why you need to go with me is I'm one of the top 25 agents in the city of Dallas in your zip code. So you can see Scott Jackson is first. He has sold 23. He has listed 53 for a total of 76 sides. Kathy's next, and so forth. On the same token, you can do it by office if you wanted to. Office market share. I'll do it by total count. I'll do the top 25. I'm going to do the same exact search. Residential, single family in the city of Dallas. This is going to be office. So I'm putting in the date. Going to generate the report. So Alibeth sold 381, listed 304 for a total of 685 sides. You will notice there's one that says non-MLS. Those are for individuals that aren't a member of MLS. And so there are your top 25 offices. Good information, fun to look at, and that was under market reports. You can also do agent production and inventory. Each agent has that they can do themselves. So all of you out there this morning, I want you to understand that there's so much your system can do. Do not be afraid to click on some of these links up here. If I click on the word links, I can go to Cloud CMA. I can go right to any of the central appraisal districts. There's Parker County, there's Smith County, there's Ellis County, Denton County. I can get right onto Trek. I can log on to Trek's website right there from under links. We talked about tax, My Matrix, saved searches. Anytime you do a search, you can save a search and come back to it later. And there's one I've done for 3212 Grantwood. I can look at the criteria. I can look at the results. So don't be afraid to click on anything. There's some finance functions that you can do. You can search by an agent. If you met an agent and you can't remember their last name, but you know their first name was Betty, B-E-T-T-Y, and I click results, I'm going to see a last name and it's going to, oh, that's right, it was Betty Fish. That's who I met at the party. Now I remember her. And I click on her name and I get some information about her. So one of the biggest things and questions we hear from agents when we help you, we talk about a hot sheet or a market watch or any of the functions, many of you go, wow, I didn't know we could do that. Your system is very, very powerful, and we want you to take advantage of all the functions that it has for you to help you in your business with your buyer and your sellers. So don't be afraid to click on any of these tabs up here, and there's CMAs that I've done, emails that I've sent. You want to see what emails you've sent? Well, there you go. And you can narrow it down right up here, directly or by auto emails. I can see right here it was initial email. I can click on anything that's blue and underlined. That's what I sent them. That's pretty good, don't you think, Kelly?
That is pretty good.
Because there are going to be some times when someone says, I don't think that I got that email. So I can click Sent Email, narrow it down, sort it by the recipient's name, and I can see, well, I sent you 4 listings, Ann, on November 6th, and I can click on it, and there, see, I've got proof that I emailed them. Then you have the one for the auto emails as well. So lots of really cool functions, and I see our time is almost up. So if there are any questions out there for anything you want to know about, type it in now so we can answer that question for you and let everyone know.
Absolutely.
There's the home screen. Remember, just to refresh you, you can click and drag and move your home screen around. All right. Next month, we're going to be having a webinar. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but you know what? You can always log into our website, mymetrotex.com, and click on Courses and Events up at the top of the screen. And on the left side of the screen, you see all the type of classes and events that we provide. If you're just interested in MLS classes, click on MLS. There's all art classes for January and February and March for MLS. And we will be adding later on in the year as well. Absolutely. All of our MLS classes are CE approved. The majority of them are 3 hours. We have some 2-hour classes, and we have a few 1-hour classes as well. So you call us if you need any CE hours, and we'll be glad to help you. And did you know that you can also get 1 free quarter of MLS fees when you take 6 various classes? And
that is a bargain.
That is a bargain. And if you want more information on how you can save $109, guess where can they go, Kelly?
They can absolutely go to our website.
Yes, and where would they go on our website?
MLS support.
There we go, MLS support. And then what?
And then if you will click, if I can remember it because they move it around, if you click on classroom training.
Classroom training?
Oh.
That would be good.
See, that's the calendar.
Yes.
They do move it around. Do Super Zip Form resources.
Let me go MLS here. MLS classroom training, invest time to succeed.
It's right there.
And there it is.
MAP certification rule. It's hidden. It's hard. If you get stuck and can't find it, if you'll just shoot us an email, we'll send it to you.
That's right. Now, when you take these 5 classes here at the top, and then you have to take one of these at the bottom, Zip Forms or Intro to Internet. When you complete those 6 classes, you let your instructor go. It'll be either me, Kelly, or WJ. Let us know that you've completed your MAP certification. Your next quarter, depending on when you complete your class, you will get 1 free quarter of MLS fees. This is one of the benefits we give to those who are member of the MetroTex MLS. And we want you to become educated and learn everything that your system provides for you. And this is one way to get you into class and give you a little extra money in your pocket. I think that's a pretty good deal, don't you?
That's a bargain.
All right. Well, if there's no further questions, I want to thank you for joining us. I hope you learned at least 1 or 2 really cool tricks. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. Please call us in MLS if you have any questions. Our main number is 214-540-2755. That goes directly to the MLS department. Again, thank you for joining us, and Merry Christmas.